Brut has about 80% and they got 30 here and a bit of Chardonnay. And Chardonnay used to be in India earlier, but then the distributor or the importer stopped doing it, and so it went dead, and now it's being brought back by Ace Beverages, and I think the rosé, I won't ask here who preferred rosé or brut, but I think rosé is a great value for money champagne, and I'm sure you enjoyed it. And we're going to start the course, and then we'll come back talking one more about wine. Thank you very much. about the wines. The first wine that you had was a Chablis from Yasho, a Burgundy producer, a very well-known Burgundy producer. Very nice dry wine made in steel tanks, and you can have it with salad, you can have it with fish, and enjoyable. It's a Chablis Reserve, as they call it. And the next wine that you're going to have is a beautiful wine, Cakebread Cellars Napa Valley Chardonnay. I went to Napa Valley this year, and this idea came to me that you should compare the two wines. We talk of the grapes, Chardonnay, the Chardonnay, no, you know that. One is the Chablis, the other is for Napa Valley, medium body, done in oak, and so you can compare the two, and you see the complexity in the second wine and minerality in the first wine. So idea is to compare as you have the food. But I won't talk too much about the two wines, but I'm going to invite my friend, who is to me the friend, but to you is more important because Yasho Saboo, who is the owner of Ethos, he's the one who is able to get us a co-sponsorship from Rolex, and that's how we were able to raise the standard of the wines today. I think some of these wines, they're excellent wines, and from international standards, I can tell you, in any wine dinner, you will not have such quality of wine. Thanks to Rolex, and thanks to Ethos, and thanks to my friend Yasho Saboo. Come here.
Thank you, Subhash. Friends of wine, friends of Rolex, friends of Ethos, a very good evening. Friends of everything that's fine and fun, a very good evening to all of you. I won't take long, but I do want to reply to what Subhash said about founding the Chandigarh Wine Club. That was 9 years ago. And Chandigarh was an unlikely place to start a wine club because all of you who know India and Punjab, it's a very strongly whiskey drinking place. So we made a lot of progress in these 9 years. The first 1 or 2 years, our members used to drink wine, and a good quantity of the wine, for the first 1 or 2 hours. And then they said, now that this is done, can you please get on the beer drinks, can you get on whiskey please? So we've now come to a point where they're able to tell the difference between a Chablis and a Chardonnay from the Napa Valley. And Subhash, let me tell you, members of the Chandigarh Wine Club, we take on anyone from any wine club. Just a few short words. Thank you, Subhash, for this opportunity to be with friends. It is true, we started this watch retail chain Ethos almost the same time as we started the wine club. And I think we've developed a taste for these fine things, fine watches and fine wine together. Ethos has grown to 36 stores. The Chandigarh Wine Club has grown to 72 members. We've opened Ethos in many, many new cities. And it does give me an idea that whenever we open an Ethos, maybe we should go and start a wine club as well. We should start with the children wine evening there. And a very, very special thanks to our dear partners and valued friends, Rolex. The name Rolex is synonymous with fine watches. And Ethos, we are proud to be their partners in Delhi and Bangalore. And for those of you who love watches, it's the discovery of Rolex is like the discovery of fine wine. It just gets better and better and better. And for those of you who have not discovered the world of fine watches, it's a good time to start with us in Ethos and with Rolex. So thank you very much for being here and have a great evening.
I might as well go to the red wine that we are having. Last year, I go for judging some competitions abroad, and I was in Hong Kong and president of one of the panels, and we were getting lots of wines. We didn't know where they were from. And there was a grape called Saperavi, which we couldn't even pronounce. So eventually we were able to say Saperavi. And it so happened that the wine won a lot of medals. And later on we found out the wine were from Georgia. And that's where my interest in Georgian wines developed. And we knew about Georgia being the oldest wine producing country in the world. But we also know that India is a very old wine producing country also. We used to produce big wine 5,000-6,000 years ago. We know that. But as we know that Georgia was the biggest wine producing, the oldest wine producing country in the world. So today what we did, I tasted all the wine, believe it or not, there is an importer, Tilvni Wines, who is a very passionate guy for Georgian wines, and so we talked about Saperavi wine. We had a tasting recently, 2 months ago, where I had a bottle of Saperavi, and there was one of the wines we tasted about 20 wines, and everybody in the club came to me and said, which wine was that? I want more of that. And I'm sorry there's none, but we will have it soon. So I decided to have Saperavi today. There are 2 producers. There is Tilvni and Lucasani and then Kali, and we don't know who's going to get what. It's one of the 2 wines. But today is enough to understand, to see how you like Saperavi. And please, I know you're not listening to me, but those of you are, I'm going to ask you to raise your hand and tell me whether you like it or not. Now, of course, yes, wonderful. So after we drink it, now please remember the Georgian ambassador here. So if you don't like it, still raise your hand, okay? Thank you very much. And they're all, thanks to, I mean, if Sonia Gandhi can do it, I can do it. This is because my son Arora, who's done all this, that's Adil right there. He is also the official photographer of the club, but he's not the next winner of Delhi Wine Club, I can tell you that. Okay? He has been taking the photographs for the last 7-8 years, and all these slides he's made for the evening today. Thank you, Adil. Well, you know, it's very interesting. We are doing the events, we're chugging along, enjoying it. It's a journey that you enjoy. And suddenly last year somebody told me when I went abroad, they said, wow, you have 185 events. They couldn't believe it. I said, well, you know, every event of Delhi Wine Club has been numbered and it's on the website. I used to be a part of a Rotary Club, and there, you know, the meetings are all done. On the day 1, we 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is carried on. And I can tell you that the last 10 years, there has not been one single month when we did not have a meeting. I think it's an achievement of sorts. Thanks to the members. Thank you very much. But, and so it gave me an idea that we should have this evening, and thanks to all of you and our friends of the club. We have Hyatt and of course Ethos, but people who helped me from within the club. We have party, which party? The party there, we have Gautam, Arun Batra, Gautam Gulati right there, Arun Batra is there, we have Varun, and we have a new member, Joachim, you see more of him, Joachim is a French sommelier. So they've been helping me, so I said, okay, we'll have the event. But I can tell you that when we had the first event, I had no inclination that we will be having a 200 event. Many of you, my friends, my family, did not even think that we'll have 10 event. I was little worried we'll have a second event in fact, because the first event we had, it turned out to be a bit of a disaster. Wine was good, food was good, support was good, but like Yasho said, people wanted to have whiskey. If I wanted to have white wine, they wanted to have red wine. They wanted to keep the bottle on the table, and they're getting drunk, and that kind of made me mad. So next day, we had to throw out 6 members, and we made certain rules. No, not very strict rules, simple rules. We go by the sequence, and the only thing, what we call local rules in the golf club, is that I personally hate to see wine left in a glass. If you have a wine left in a glass and I see it, I personally get very disturbed, and I suggest you give it to a neighbor to drink it, or it's insult to the wine, I think. It just shows that you don't respect the wine and you cannot be a wine connoisseur. My personal feeling, nothing to do with anything else. But started a club, many people told me, some people told me, why do you have another wine club? There was another wine club, our friend Kulbi is here, he's the president of Wine Society, and I was told, we have one already, why don't you merge it with it? I said, hey, I'm sorry, I think Delhi is shameful if you do not have 100 clubs. We are a huge city, you can have this multi-story building that have a wine club of their own, because there are lots of advantages, and this is how we promote the wine culture. And you see, Delhi Wine Club what it is done for wine culture in Delhi. But it did not happen. I'm very happy. I was able to motivate Yasho when I went there. He formed the club. I helped clubs like in Chennai, Hyderabad, and some of the places when they come to me for help. I help them. But that's up to them. Now recently, of course, there is a really interesting club from Delhi Gourmet Club. That has come up a couple of 3 months ago. And so you can see we have guests from Delhi Gourmet Club, and it was founded by Rocky Mohan and our own Vice President Subhash and a few other foodies and friends of food. And we are very happy. And you will see from the weights, the girls, that's really a Gourmet Club. And we have, may I request Rocky Mohan, those of you are rum drinkers, old one, they know Rocky, and those of you who are real foodies know Rocky. He's a food writer and author, and a few words from Rocky, and I hope they promote wine also with